Hey guys, and welcome to SHIFT64 GTA TV. I'm your awesome host, President Cameron Leviton, and today with me I have
Crazy Pop _ 2009. I am commissioner in Crew 1 and Crew 2 of SHIFT64.
Next to him we have
I am DD, and I'm the Psycho Commissioner of Crew 1 SHIFT64, and I do not live in a swamp.
Next on the list we have
Blazing Blue 84. I'm SHIFT64 Crew Lieutenant.
Next to him we have
Larry, I'm also the youngest in the crew, and guess what?
and last but not least we have
X-Boy13, and I'm the typical awesome Aussie teenager.
well, welcome guys, and thank you for that awesome introduction there. Well, let's get right to it. Well, there's been a lot of chit chat about next gen GTA. There's a lot of burning questions out there. One of them is the whole first-person shooter thing. Blazin, what are your thoughts on the whole first-person shooter, quote-unquote, thing, man?
I'm kind of looking forward to it. I mean, you got the whole concept of it taking after COD and Modern Warfare, and then I think it's probably going to be a lot better for a lot of the snipers and everybody. What do you think, Larry?
Oh yeah, it'll be something like that, you know, like it'll be something with a bit of GTA mixed up and Call of Duty and all that stuff.
Do you guys think that it'll draw in a different crowd of GTA players, say from your average Battlefield and Call of Duty players that don't really or have never played GTA games? Do you think it's going to draw in a different crowd of gamers, guys?
Absolutely. I mean, like, a lot of people probably are looking forward to it because, like I said, you got all the snipers and the shooters that kind of like that first-person shooter feel.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. And I suppose another thing that's on the list for next gen is lobby sizes. They're talking 30-player lobbies over there. Crazy Pop, what are your thoughts on that, man? The big 30 lobbies.
You know, me personally, I think it'll just be hectic. Like, it's hectic even with 15, so 30 will just add to it even more so. Like, it'll just be nuts. Like, people in crew lobbies will be talking over people, and people won't get a say in, really, without someone, you know, interrupting them. And then in public lobbies, it'll be all hell broken loose with battles, like, even more so. Like, everyone's going to be losing cars and shit like crazy.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean, man. Like, hear us guys here in SHIFT64, you know, if we have a 16-player lobby full of our crew members, how the conversations can get a bit over the top, and yeah, people talk over the top of each other. It's just insane. So I can only imagine what, you know, this 30-player thing's going to be like. And which brings me to the point of crews. Where do you think crews are going to go with the next gen GTA, Macca? And I mean, what would you like to see with them?
I think that the way the crews are structured just now, your crew, it seems to be it's almost like a disconnect from Social Club to the actual game. You know, if you're a commissioner, you can't actually really do anything within the game, and I think the concept, it all needs to change. I think you have to be able to have your own teams within the crews and things like that. You know, Grand Theft Auto's they've got a good concept to go with, but they just need to kind of pull in a bit more and give more to the crews rather than just individual players.
Well, one thing I'd like to see on there is maybe, you know how they have like your crew colour around your blip, and they'll also have the same thing for crew members that are on your mini-map. Maybe something that would show like the ranking of where you are positioned within the crew on your blip on the mini-map as well. I think that would be good. Say like, you know, it was a certain colour, or there was a letter on there, like maybe even an L in the middle of your bleep there, just to say like for leader, or C for commissioner, or LT for lieutenant. You know, just just sort of, you know, some little things like that, so you can identify who people are within the crew hierarchy just from your mini map, as opposed to going right in through Rockstar Social, if you guys know what I mean. But I mean, crazy. What are your thoughts on it, man? Where do you want to see him go with crews?
With our crew personally, with
Our best crew, SHIFT64. Yeah. Keep going.
Yeah. See, we have already 1,400 members. We're looking for members even more so. Like, I want another 600 members, and that's my goal, is to have 600 more members for Crew 2 of what we're running right now. Also, we're ranked 6,000. We're ranked 6,000 out of the crew ranking on the leaderboard.
Yeah, there's 3.3 million crews, man, so yeah.
And I'm wanting to push that to #1. Like, that's my goal. Like, I want to be top crew, you know what I mean?
That's within our motto here at SHIFT64, is to be the future leaders of the GTA online world. And we ain't going to fucking achieve that with, you know, big crews that hold 1 million people like IGN and shit like that. So, yeah, I totally agree with you, man. We need to see something better with that.
Yeah, like, first, my goal is to first get more people in Crew 2, that part of the crew. And then once we have that, I want to just go nuts on everything with our crew, since we will have like 2,000 members just on the PlayStation part of our crew, which would be pretty amazing.
And for those that have just tuned in or just getting to know what SHIFT64 is, we're a very big GTA crew. We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary, and our initial SHIFT64 crew for the PlayStation 3 maxed out at 300 members. I think it would have been in the early days of GTA. So I had to create a second crew called SHIFT64 Crew 2, so I could get more people that were wanting to join my whole crew structure thing there. So I created that crew. It wasn't less than a week later that Rockstar came out and said, hey, you can hold 1,000 people in your crew now. So we closed down Crew 2. We filled the numbers up to 1,000 in Crew 1. We reopened Crew 2 again, which we're currently recruiting for. We also have an Xbox 360 team called SHIFT64 X Team for all you Xbox users out there. But if you're with PlayStation, SHIFT64, but mainly SHIFT64 Crew 2 is what you're going to want to join, because, like I said, we're full at 1,000 members on that one. Just while I'm talking about that, for you crew members out there that are wondering what the hell's going on, you know, what crew do I join when we go to Next Gen Gaming? If you're in SHIFT64 on PlayStation 3 and you're planning to switch to PlayStation 4, well then you're going to stay in SHIFT64 crew. If you're in Xbox 360 in SHIFT64 X Team, you're planning to go to Xbox One, well, you'll stay in X Team. But however, if you're planning on transferring your PlayStation 3 account to an Xbox One, well then you'd move over from SHIFT64 into X Team then. And vice versa, if you're coming over from 360 to PlayStation 4, you're going to cross over into one of our SHIFT64 PlayStation crews. So basically, you know, X Team's all Xbox, SHIFT64 Crew 1 and Crew 2 is PlayStation. We've got SHIFT64 Task Force opening in January for you PC users out there. And we're going to have a lot of good things happening over there on the PC when that's released in January. But as that date gets a bit more closer, we'll talk more about that then. Is there anything you guys wanted to say before we wrapped it up today?
Pretty much hit everything on the head.
I'll take that awkward silence as a no. So yeah, if you liked the video today, be sure to smash the shit out of that like button. Show your love and support to SHIFT64 and all our 1,500 crew members out there. Be sure to subscribe to us as well. The more you guys subscribe and tune in, the more videos we're going to pump out for you.